Well, Creighton Tuzio, Cole Baumgart, the standouts tonight for Clarinda, a dominant district final win over Treynor. Gentlemen, just maybe one of the finest performances of the year for you guys, at least from an outsider's perspective. What are the thoughts on the win tonight?
I think we executed really well, hitting the ball, fielding the ball, pitching the ball. I think we brought it all together tonight, and I think that was some of our best baseball. I think we still got a little ways to go.
We all came out hot. We all came out ready to play, and yeah, it was the best baseball we played all year.
Creighton, I think it's probably safe to say that this was the biggest game for you in terms of situation that you've started, and you came out and you shined. What were the thoughts going in? Where were you at with that?
Going in, I was just thinking about throwing strikes. I wasn't trying to do too much, not trying to get all these strikeouts. Just make sure I'm trying to get weak contact because I know I've got guys behind me that are just going to make plays.
Yeah, that was evident tonight. I don't think any strikeouts, but only 3 hits. So aside from trusting your defense, what was working for you there on the bump?
Fastball. I knew that they could hit it, but I knew that if I located well, they weren't going to hit it hard.
They got a run early, I think in the second inning. You're able to settle in after that. Did that allow you maybe to kind of regroup?
Yeah. Just one run. Wasn't too rattled, especially after our offense put up those runs in that same exact inning. So it was really easy to go out there and throw strikes after that.
They've got a tough lineup. The top of their lineup's maybe as good as any with Schumacher and Schultz and Snyder. For you, what was the approach going in? What did you feel you needed to do well?
So fastball outside, fastball inside. Wasn't leaving anything over the middle. Nothing up because I knew that they had some guys that could really hit the ball with some power. So mixing in a fastball on the outside and then trying to get jam shots on the inside was really working well for me.
Cole, you had a big night offensively. What were you seeing?
I was just trying to get as many RBIs in as I could and just put the ball in play. Not trying to do too much with it.
Were there any particular pitches or anything you were going up to the plate looking for, or was it just put the ball in play?
Fastballs. That put the ball in play in fastballs pretty much.
Speak about the offense tonight. Everybody played their part, kind of a small ball approach, but it gets the job done. What stood out to you from your perspective?
They made a few early errors that gave us a good energy boost, and then we just fed off that. And we all just hit through the lineup.
You guys are now 1 win away from another trip to the state tournament. What are the thoughts on that? What is the approach going into Tuesday night?
We're not finished. We want to do some damage at state. So.
Yeah, I agree with him. Making it to state's cool and all, but going up there and doing nothing isn't worth much. So we're trying to go up there and do some damage, get some placement.
All right, Coach. What a performance for your team tonight. From your perspective, was this the best performance of the year from your guys?
No, not really. I thought, we made some uncharacteristic errors early in the game. But offensively, we did a lot of good things. We put the pressure on them constantly, and every time they made a mistake, we were able to come up with a big hit to make them pay for it. So that was the difference. Offensively, I thought we played really well. Defensively, we can clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, and offensively, when you look at the box score, maybe nothing's going to stand out. I think like 7 hits, drew 6 walks. But what does a type of performance like you guys have tonight maybe say about the baseball IQ and the experience that this group of guys have?
Well, I think our experience shines through a little bit there. Like you said, 7 hits, 6 walks. We were pretty patient at the plate with the Schumacher kid, who's really good. And, when we were able to get on base, we were taking extra bases. We were stealing. When we can get our speed on base, we have a chance to be pretty effective offensively, and that's what happened tonight.
2-run first, like a 5-run second, and then a 4-run fourth does the trick. During those innings, what stood out to you? What'd you like?
Just our approach at the plate. We weren't chasing many bad pitches. We were hitting a lot of hard line drives, a lot of balls on the ground, hard. Like I said, when you can use your speed like that and you're hitting the ball on the ground, and you make outs tough for everybody. And like I said, our base running was a big key. We were taking extra bases on any ball in the dirt, and when you can do that, you're in scoring position a lot. And we got some big hits, and just happy at how we performed at the plate.
Tell me about Cole Baumgart tonight. I think like 3 hits, 4 RBI from him.
He had a good night. That's what he's been doing all year. He's a really good player for us. He's just a sophomore, but he can hit at any level, I believe, and he had a good night for us. So.
Creighton gets the job done, leaned on his defense, which I know is what you guys ask of him. For him as a sophomore, the biggest game that he's pitched in his career, to come out and perform what he did. What does that say about him?
Oh, he's a composed young man. He wants the ball in this atmosphere. That's kind of why we gave it to him. He's got one of our better arms. So I knew he would relish the opportunity to get out there on the mound. And, he used his defense once they got through that first inning a little rocky, settled his nerves and started pitching to contact. And once he started doing that, it was an easy night for him.
There's about probably 70 other teams in Class 2A that'd love to be in the spot you guys are as one of the final 16. What does that mean? What are the thoughts on that?
It's exciting to be where we're at in our program. 5 or 6 years ago, we weren't even close to this kind of where we're at competitively, and to put ourselves one game away again. We have a chance to do something we haven't done in Clarinda, and that's go back-to-back state tournaments. And guys are hungry, so hopefully we'll come out and play relaxed in sub-state and see where the chips fall.
I haven't seen a final yet, so we don't know who it'll be. But regardless, what's the approach? What are the keys going into Tuesday?
Like I said before, we kind of focus on us, what we try to do. We do have scouting reports, obviously, but it's more about how we perform and take care of ourselves than the opponent. And I feel like if we go out and perform the way we're capable of, we'll give ourselves a chance in any game we play. And we know the two opponents we could play are both solid clubs, and this time of year anything can happen. So hopefully we'll go up in sub-state and do the best we can.